Hey everyone, welcome back to Gorgeous Griff. My name's Griff. What we're going to do today is do the Congo fever. So first we're going to go straight in and using the Mehron aqua paints to give ourselves a quick jaundice look. I'm going to go in straight with this yellow colour here, which is called it's just called yellow. And give myself a very thin wash of that colour. So I've got a bit of water here on a small brush, and I'm just gonna slather it on with a small brush and then buff it out with a dry brush. I'm just gonna dot it around, because I don't want to look like a Simpson or anything like that. I just want to give myself a light look, a light jaundice look. But I still want my skin tone and my flesh tones just to appear through. So how's your week been? What's happening in your week? Hopefully lockdown should end soon, fingers crossed. Let's buff that out. So now that we've got a very sporadic light wash of that aqua colour yellow on our face, I'm just gonna go in and just blend that out as much as I can. I'm just going to give myself just that lighter yellowy hue to my skin. I'm just going to dull it back out with the flawless powder. I'm going to grab a clean brush, just a big fluffy brush, if I can find one. Just a contour brush would do, and just basically setting that yellow out and kind of like dulling it down a little bit as well, giving that skin tone, letting that skin tone come through. I'm going to mix that with some of the Mehron setting powder as well. I'm mixing that with the flawless powder. So now I look like Ned Flanders. Let's go in and really start to bulk it out. So the Congo fever, you usually have really like deep red eyes, quite red cheeks. I'm going to go in with the cheeks and do the eyes, and let's go in and start doing it. So I'm going to use a combination of the bruise wheel, Mehron's bruise wheel, the Kryolan Super Colour palette. This is a dual palette. It's got the skin tone foundations underneath and then these lovely colours on top. So I'm going to go and mix in with those two colours just to give myself that red crimson look, the Corolla colour, and just start dotting in on the cheeks, that flush look that you would get with the Congo virus, Congo fever, even all the way around, just underneath the socket, up there, and basically all the way around the cheek area. You want to be really flush with this, and I'm just pushing that product in around that area. Really quite bruised looking. Really push it in. More like rosacea type. A bit on your forehead. going in with the bruise wheel as well. Just using the reds on the bruise wheel and the reds in the Crowler Super Palette as well. Just trying to give yourself that rosacea, crimson, flush look. It's a hemorrhagic fever, so all the blood will be rushing to the surface of the skin and ready to like pour out the eyes and the nose and the mouth and places like that. So you just want to like sporadically dot the reds and the blood tones everywhere. Especially everywhere that's the thinnest as well. My lips. Go back in and powder that off. So now they're quite flush and quite red. Just powder that. Again, using that Mehron setting powder. Now I'm just going to go in using a couple of eyeliners. Some of the red, some pink eyeliners here, just to water that waterline, give myself that red, the raw, sickly waterline. I'm going to darken out my eyes as well and give that a little bit of a darker red tone. And again, I'm just going to go in with the bruise wheel, doing that with a very light swishes of that colour. You want that gaunt, tired, sick look. I'll post a link to my puffy eyes makeup look that I done previously. I think it was for Halloween, around the Halloween time, which will show you how to really puff out those eyes and make yourself look a bit sicker. I think I also done it in the Jaundice disease tutorial as well, so I'll put a link to that one there as well. This way. Yeah. Just wanna blend in all that colour. So I've got this eye palette here. I'm just gonna buff that pink in it and out. Crimean, the Crimean-Congo fever. So you want it quite pink and flush, and almost quite raw looking as well. So using that same colour as well, I'm just gonna dot and set the rosacea that we done earlier. And also with the with this Congo fever, you get like little spots floating around. So I'm gonna use a bit of the blood, bit of the Nimbar Creations blood, and get a skewer like that, and then literally just dot in where the spots would be. And the spots pretty much are like shaving rash, so you want it to be around where your beard would be, or where a beard would be. You just want to just randomly dot it. Look at that little spot spot effect. And you can kind of like place this. I'm going to put some on the forehead as well. You get a couple of spots like that. And that was just using the Nimbar Creations FX blood. So now that we've got the majority of it done, I'm going to go in, because it says that you have quite a lot of severe bleeding. So you'll have your nose bleeding, your eyes bleeding, and your gums and your mouth will be bleeding. So going in with the edible blood, this is the classic cool blood. So all links to all the products that I've used here will be in the description below. So a little bit like what we did with the amatophobia look. I'm just going to dribble in some of this blood around by my eyes, my mouth, and up by my nose, so it makes me look like I've had a nosebleed. So I'm just going to pour that into like a little container now, if I can find one, and just pour it into a little bit of a container there. And start putting the blood in and around my nose, my mouth, and then my eyes. Let's use my flat brush to do that, so I can just scoop it in. Just be careful when you're doing this around the eyes, because even though it is safe to go around the eyes, you don't want it in your actual eyeball. Because it says that your gums and whatnot will be bleeding, I'm just gonna, for the final look, just drink it out of the container. And then just scatter it around. Oh no, it tastes actually quite nice. Just scattering it around, dotting it on my teeth. It's meant to be your gums that are bleeding. I just want to scatter it around. And there's the finished look. The Congo fever. The Congo hemorrhagic fever. So if you like this, give me a thumbs up, press the subscribe button right there, leave me a comment in the description below, and remember, don't be cute, be gorgeous, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!